Hey mommy, I was thinking since me and my brother are growing up now, there's not enough space for us to sleep on a piece of foam that's on the floor. You know, because it's really uncomfortable. I was thinking maybe can we get like a bigger apartment, or how about we get the bedroom that you and dad sleep in and you guys can sleep in the living room instead. Aww. No, what you're gonna get is another sister because I'm pregnant.
1 year later.
Sweetie, you know how last year you asked me about getting a bigger apartment? Yeah? Well, I was thinking, because I haven't done that in a while. In science class, I remember they used to teach us the more things you put in an object, the more it expands. So instead of getting a bigger apartment, I was like, what if we expand this apartment by adding another child to it? No, Mom, that's not how it works. I'm pregnant. A happy family of 6. You know what mommy likes more than her children? Dick? Well, besides that, more children, because we're gonna be a happy family of 7. Someone give this woman a hysterectomy. Influencer mom alert! Influencer mom alert! Brace yourselves, everybody! Introducing Resilient Jenkins, the multicultural family of 6 going on 7, a couple who has 4 kids going on 5, living in a 1-bedroom apartment. What could go wrong? Ooh, what's with the picture? Why does she look so creepy here? She reminds me of that one YouTuber that I made a video about like a year ago. Oh my god, tell me that's not her right there. It honestly looks like a copy of her. Matt and Abby, step aside. There's a new terrible couple on TikTok. And the video that started it all with 12.1 million views. When you have a 1-bedroom with 6 people, a bedroom becomes more essential than dining room.
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space. When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you. But quite frankly,
I don't know how you're gonna give them space and privacy in the dining room, but let's see it.
why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them?
Thank
My
you,
perception
yeah.
is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced
Okay.
enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything
Okay.
I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive. I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance.
Okay, you still didn't answer the question though. Like you said, oh, don't judge me because I'm poor. Understandable. I do want to make something clear though. The point of this video is definitely not to poor shame her. The main concern that everyone has is the kids, and as you could tell, she did a terrible job at explaining why she's having so many kids and why the kids don't actually have real beds until later on in the video where she actually exposes herself on why she's having so many kids. Wait until you find out why these kids don't have real beds. Not because she can't afford real beds, but oh my god. So as you can tell, the kids actually sleep on foam beds. They don't have real beds. This video kind of brings back childhood PTSD because I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment. We were poor. It sucked. So my parents decided to stop at 2 because they clearly couldn't afford another one. Even if they had another one, where the fuck would they put him or her? Because I know damn well I would not give up my spot on that portable couch that we used to sleep in.
And like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in 1 bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want.
I love the part where you explained why you continue to put more children in this situation. I really don't get why she's having more children where it's looking very crazy in there. And did I mention that they also have 2 cats that pee and poop right where the kids sleep?
Because like I said, these nasty ass cats be getting shit everywhere for. I mean, because let's be real, who the heck decided that cats should shit inside? What gave them the right? Cats be so entitled, having us clean up their shit. Honestly, running.
When there's no space for these kids, what makes you think there will be enough space for you to put 2 cats in there? So we saw the living room slash dining room slash kitchen where the kids sleep. Let's take a look at where the parents sleep, because I bet it's as bad as the kids, right? They probably sleep on foam beds on the floor. I'm pretty sure the parents have it worse than the children. So that's the bedroom with an actual bed. What do we have here? We have a giant flat screen TV, which I bet was really cheap. And let's move to the right here. What's that? Zoom in. Zoom in. What's that? A PlayStation 5. Wow. But the kids were sleeping on foam beds? On the floor? Oh no, the poor parents. The bedroom, it just looks so bad. And she says the kids also have a PS4. They just like watching the dad play. Let me get this straight. You bought them a PS4 and your husband a PS5, but you couldn't have bought them beds. The priorities are set straight with this one. So she finally decided to respond to all the hate that she was getting, where it was basically just people telling her, hey, you gotta shift your priorities a little bit and actually take care of your children. Instead of buying all this bougie shit for your bedroom, how about some actual beds for your children? For the love of God? So let's take a look at her reply.
Hey y'all, your girl did it again in another viral video, but woo, these days people love to be hating. And honestly, I
We're
only have
not
one thing to say
hating.
to those people. Y'all are entitled to your opinion, and there's a key word in that phrase. I really feel like people just don't even think before they make some of these comments, because I think quite honestly a lot before I do anything.
Well, about that, your decisions say a lot about your thinking. The irony of her to say that I think a lot before I make my decisions, when you have a family of 6 going to 7 and you're struggling so much with the space that you have and you can't fit all your kids in there. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, don't have any more kids, because your life, your choice, but you better make sure that your choices don't hurt your kids. And then to say that we're hating just because we want the kids to have a proper bed to sleep in, or even if you don't have the money to buy them a proper bed, a cheap bed, switch places. You and your husband get to sleep on the floor, on those foams, whatever's left of the foam, near the cats where they pee and poop, and they get the bedroom. Just give them the bedroom and we won't hate anymore.
But if I'm being real with you, the folks whose opinions would actually matter, like, say, our apartment manager and the city in which we live in, all of the
I'm
kids'
surprised that they
teachers,
actually
really
allow
nobody
that.
who matters knows that me and my husband have 4 going on 5 kids, and we are living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Of course, that is not ideal, but not ideal to whose standard? Not everybody has the same opinion of what their housing should look like. In fact, our dreams lie around the potential of one day owning a tiny home. Whether you choose to agree with our lifestyle or not, that's just...
Your dream is to have a tiny home with a family of 7? And what if she has more? How are you gonna fit all those kids in there? They're gonna be stuffed in there like those buses. Have you seen those buses where, well, personally, that has happened to me quite often in a bus. In Albania, sometimes buses get crowded as hell and you're over here like barely breathing. Everyone has their arms up and you're begging and hoping and praying that they took a shower, but they didn't. So you're over here like... Sardines.
Don't stop. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night, because if it wasn't one up, the other one's up. And now it's just like every 10 seconds. Mom, mom, mom. Bro, I go in the bathroom and they're right there. I go in the kitchen and they're right there. I go anywhere, they're there. I just want to be me for 5 seconds. Just 5 minutes.
When this whole thing was going down, a woman comes on TikTok, makes a video saying that, hey, he actually has another child with me, and the child is 12 years old and he has never seen his dad, and he also owes a lot of money in child support, which he has not paid.
He has more than one son. Hi, I'm the first baby mama.
This lore just keeps getting crazier.
I'm absolutely embarrassed the fact that that's my sperm donor. I will not be posting my child on here.
Thank
'Cause
you.
y'all not gonna know. But my son is almost 12. That man, that everybody's saying they have 2 loving parents, walked out of his son's life when he was 2.
And she did post proof that he had child support to pay, because people were saying, hey, what if you're just jumping into this because you want attention? This situation is really hard right now. And she's like, oh, really? You think I'm lying? Now, where do we start? Do you need proof of him being the dad, him not paying child support, him jaywalking a few years ago. How do we start? No, because she really came prepared with receipts for this shit. So this is in order to appear for judgment debtor exam.
I don't care how many jobs you had. You never stayed at one. And when he was getting a little itty bitty bit, he wasn't getting much. I remember getting in my account that from the state of Oregon, they sent me 5 cents. They sent me 5 cents. You ain't paid much. Sit up there with that bitch. You got me fucked up. I will air your shit out. Air your shit out. You got me fucked up. I got receipts. I have every court document that has been sent to me.
I feel so bad for this poor woman. So allegedly he has not been paying child support. How are you gonna have more kids when you have a 12-year-old that you haven't seen in years? You haven't paid child support? Allegedly though. But how are they gonna take care of all these kids and 2 cats? I'm over here struggling with 1 cat because of how much she eats. You want me to have 2 cats and like 5 children? Be fucking for real right now.
This going. You see, we have a whole plan, a whole lot of dreams to continue. If we were to sit and dwell on the hate, that would just take from the time we can be productive.
As long as those kids get a comfortable bed to sleep in, I'm hoping they make it. Whatever dream the parents have, I hope it comes true for the sake of those kids. Because that's what this is all about at the end of the day, the kids. And I'm sure me and everyone else watching this want the kids to have a better life.
I absolutely love being this man's wifey and being these kids' mama. Drew shows us every day by his hard work. Plenty of stories of people coming from the bottom and making it to the top.
So they say they've been hustling and doing this and this and that, where in fact, both of them are unemployed. And not because they can't work, but the husband just quit a bunch of jobs.
Blah, blah, blah. I've worked. I always work. And I hate not working. But I hate also not getting paid for my time or for my work.
Hence why we're no longer.
I've done plenty of jobs.
Well, at least the wife, I know for sure she's unemployed, because her partner makes it a little confusing to understand if he's employed or not, because he does say he does side hustles and he used to work for DoorDash because he doesn't want to work a 9-to-5 job. Why? Well, only losers do that. Yeah, 9-to-5 losers. Suck on that. Oh no, I mean like the people on the internet, like...
Not them throwing their kids under the bus.
What does that mean?
Yes, there is another kid, and yes, he is a deadbeat. Surprise, surprise. First of all, they're blaming why their kids sleep the way they sleep because they're claiming their kids have behavior problems. Verbatim, they said that they destroy things, and that's why they don't have a real bed.
There's no way this is... I gotta look up the real video because I refuse to believe this.
They had frames, they had mattresses.
Oh, they did?
Sheets, pillows,
they did?
the works, even little drapes on their...
Princess tapestries.
Yeah, they hung on everything and bent everything and broke it and tore it down.
Really now?
Kids are destructive. They're especially our two girls. They bent the hell out of the metal frames and all that, making it...
What, in the Hulk?
Hazard. So we had to remove it from the house, and then they tore up their sheets and all bed covers and all that.
Whose kids are these? Hulk's kids? These must be some insane kids if they actually had beds and they were like ripping them. Were they also chewing these beds? I find this very hard to believe. I mean, yes, kids can be destructive sometimes, but what the fuck do you mean they bent the hell out of the metal? How do they have the power to bend the metal in the metal? Apparently these kids are fucking Chewbacca's kids or something. I was going through her TikTok account and going through some old videos to find out why she really wanted so many kids in a tiny apartment. I was learning so much about this woman where I feel like now I know more about her than myself. But it looks like she's been trying to get TikTok famous for years. She keeps saying, I wish I was more popular so my husband would allow me to have more kids. Help a girl out. My hubby said, if we can flip our financial position, this doesn't have to be our last baby. And I'm not ready to stop having babies yet. So there is going to be more kids. This isn't stopping at 7. Probably going to stop at the family of when she dies. So does she want a lot of kids just to become a mommy influencer? And for everyone asking, Lazy, why are you doing this in your closet? Well, That's because this whole thing made me realize that my closet has more stability than her whole life plan. And then, bing, the answer, the TikTok that we were all looking for. Y'all, my hubby said that if we can take our account viral and change our financial situation, he'll hump away and give me as many babies as I want. So help a girl out and share, follow, help my account so I can make this man a father of 7. So the master plan, the genius plan is to become a mommy influencer and make videos exploiting your kids, because kids get you money. The more money she makes, the more kids she's gonna have. My sister is so stupid, honestly. I keep telling her, exploit your children! And let me tell you that it has already started. I'm gonna blur out the faces of these kids, but the videos where the mommy influencers posting their kids all the time, they've already begun. Did I also mention that the mom posted a video shaming people who have a 9-to-5 or the people with a W-2 job? TikTok algorithm be worse than W2ing, with them low-life co-workers you watch get all the credit, because tell me why I have crap views and better content than half this app. Out of everyone with the decisions that you're making, I don't think you're in the position to call people low-life because they have an actual job. A job is better than no job. You cannot be picky when you don't have a job and you have 4 kids and a 5th one coming. And there's a lot of speculation going on that the reason why he doesn't want a W-2 is because he doesn't want to pay child support for the kid that's now 12. So the good news is that the kids finally got a bed, but not from the parents though. Let me show you what I mean. If you go to her TikTok profile, she has linked a Amazon wish list. Let's take a look at this wish list. So right now she wants these 3 hoodies. Okay, purchased. What does that mean? People bought these for her? They bought all of these for her. How fucking long is this list? Okay, so there's mostly clothes and for the kids. Thank you to everyone who actually supported the kids, because the parents couldn't. UB size 12-inch selfie ring light purchased. I thought we were buying things that were necessary for the kids. I don't think the kids want a fucking ring light and a $30 one. I spent like $12 on this. What do you mean a $30 ring light? Vacuum cleaner, shower heads. Was this girl shopping for her kids, or was she shopping to decorate her home? Do I need to put my Amazon wishlist out there for people to buy me shit for my house? Because I thought this was for the kids. I was laying in bed scrolling and I'm like, let me check her Amazon wishlist. What is she asking for now? And you know what I found? The essential oils. You know the oils that she was using to massage her husband? She's like, let me add this to the wish list. My kids absolutely need essential oils. I'm just surprised I haven't seen a vibrator so far. And going through her TikTok account, she's been getting millions of views. Most of these videos are over a minute long. And you know what happens when you make videos on TikTok and they're over a minute long? You get paid! And I saw this video on TikTok where this girl got paid like 2.5k for 1.6 million qualified views. With all these videos combined, I know damn well she has at least 20 million. And if out of 20 million, only 10 million qualify, that's like $10,000. Girlie, you made almost $10,000 this month? But you have the audacity to have an Amazon wish list where you ask for ring lights? And because she learned that people will help her with her Amazon wish list, every day the wish list gets updated. So every day she keeps asking people for more things, when just last month alone you made almost $10,000. I hope they can actually do something smart with that money, because they're gonna make a lot more. But you guys do know what's coming out next year, right? Something very important for the kids? PS6! If she can ask people to buy her a ring light for TikTok videos, I can definitely ask people to become members on this channel. I'm not asking you for $30 shower heads. I'm only asking you to become a member. And plus, you actually get to watch my videos a day early, get a check mark right next to your name, and get a shout out. So a massive thank you to Nicolette, Tara Tomlinson, Marie, Rosie, and Ale and Danny. Arigato! And for everyone who was worried on my last video for eating expired ketchup and mayo, relax, I'm fine. Guys, I'm from a third world country. Do you know the shit that I used to eat back then because I was hungry? Trust me when I say this unexpired ketchup has nothing on me. Just to prove it. Don't fart in my mouth. Okay, that was nasty. Why did I do that?